Alrighty, here is chapter 3. Will be assistance. Spike stepped into Sugar Cube Corner. Twilight had asked him to place the order for the food they needed for the festival. He walked up to the counter where Mr. Cake was putting cherries on top of cupcakes. Luckily, Mr. Cake only had 2 more to put on. After that, he said, "And there we go! They're good to go, sweetie." Miss Cake placed the cookies in the box. "Thanks for taking care of this order, honey. I would have done it myself, but I already had 3 other orders to work on." Mr. Cake smiled. "No problem, sweetie." The skinny side gave his wife a peck on the cheek. "Aw," Spike thought to himself. "They're such a sweet couple. Mr. Cake is clearly a great husband." Miss Cake let the baker deliver the box of cupcakes, leaving only Spike and Mr. Cake at Sugar Cube Corner. "Alright, Spike," the skinny side stated. "What can I get ya?" Spike handed Mr. Cake a sheet of paper. "I'm here to place an order for carrying for the Spring Fling Festival." Mr. Cake started reading the order as he said. "Ah, yes. Bacon told Cupcake and I that Princess Twilight and friends would be in charge of the festival this year. Do you need anything else? I just whipped out a batch of peanut butter chocolate chip cookies." Spike shook his head. "No thanks. I'm good. Although I do need something else." "Oh, what do you need?" "I need to know more about you, Mrs. Cake." Mr. Cake blinked. What?" Spike sighed. "This is pudding alike, and I'm thinking about asking her out. But I don't have a great track record with the ladies, so I'm trying to get advice on how to properly pursue a relationship. And I figured that since you have such a great relationship with your wife that, you could help me out." Mr. Cake chuckled. "Ah, to be young again. Very well, Spike. I met Mrs. Cake over 16 years ago when we were still in high school. Of course, back then she was known as Cup of Flour. She was very sweet and very easy on the eyes, so I took notice of her right away." "So you knew right away that you were soulmates?" Spike asked. Mr. Cake shook his head. "I wouldn't go that far. I certainly knew that I liked her. A lot. But I had been in enough messy relationships prior to know that things wouldn't work out automatically just because I liked her. So, to see if we were a good match, I took her out on a practice date." "A what?" "That's where you take somebody out on a date without telling them it's a date." Spike blinked confusion. "How do you do that?" "Well, in my case, I just asked her if she wanted to hang out and grab a milkshake or something. She agreed and we grabbed some grub at that old retro-style diner. I think it closed down a few years back. Anyway, well, we ate, we got to know each other, talked about our interests and ambitions. That kind of stuff." The young dragon tilted his head slightly. "Huh. So you asked her on a date?" Skinny Simon chuckled. "Well, yes and no. We did go out on a date, but I didn't call it a date. I just asked Cub if she wanted to hang out, maybe get some food. That way there would be less pressure on the both of us, and it would be more casual, more natural. Anyways, during our conversation, I discovered how much we had in common. I told her about my dream to one day own a bakery, and she told me how she wanted a career that would let her work with food. We also shared a favorite band, the Sandy Horseshoes." "The Sandy what now?" "The music sounded kind of ska punk meets post-grunge band, with some hip-hop influence," Mr. Cake explained. "They were before your time. Anyways, after that conversation, I knew the cup was a for me, so a week later I asked her to be my date to school dance. And we've been together ever since." Spike smiled. "Wow, that really worked out for you, didn't it?" Mr. Cake smiled. "Yeah. So if I were you, I'd ask out this mare you like on a practice date. Ask if she wants to chat over coffee or grab some burritos and hang out." "That sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Mr. Cake," the skinny son responded. "No problem. Hope things go well with you." Mr. Cake then took a look at the clock. "I'd like to talk more, but if I've got more baking to do. Be sure to let me know how your practice date goes." Spike waved goodbye to Baker and left Sugar Cube Corner. Twilight some relaxation, grabbing a book off the shelf in the library. Finally, I get a chance to sit back, sip some tea, and read the latest volume of Daring Do. Unfortunately, right after Prince of Friendship said that, Sally opened the doors to the library. "Hey, Twilight, can I talk to you about something?" Twilight shut the book she picked up. It looked like reading about Daring Do's latest adventure would have to wait. "Sure thing, Twilight." "Sure thing, Starlight. What's the matter?" Starlight looked slightly to the right. "I'm concerned about Spike. He's been feeling pretty glum recently." Twilight nodded. Indeed. Ever since Spike found out about Rarity, he's definitely been more of a downer. The pink unicorn nodded in agreement. And on top of that, Spike's been acting rude about me recently. One twice eyebrows raised slightly. What do you mean? Starlight sighed. Well, you see, earlier that morning, Starlight was going to the castle, labeling the rooms by posting sticky notes over the doors. Granted, it would probably take her a week to do the entire castle, but in Lumpkin would prevent Starlight from getting lost. She opened the door and saw an oven. Here's the kitchen. She then used a quill to write kitchen on a sticky note and stuck it over the doorway. Starlight tried over to next door and opened her to Spike, in a bath towel, and to Nicoma's head crest. The young dragon's eyes traveled slightly to the right and noticed a pink unicorn looking at him. Ah! Don't look at me! Spike yelled, covering Spike with his arms. Starlight quickly complied with his request, covering her eyes as she shut the door. Twilight blinked. So Spike was shocked and slightly embarrassed because she saw him in a towel? But that's not the weird part, Starlight explained. I've seen Spike in a towel before. Last time it happened, though, he didn't care at all. Now it seems like he doesn't want me seeing him half naked. Twilight blinked. But you see Spike naked all the time. I know, the pink unicorn responded. That's why I said he's acting weird. The birds of fresh sighed. Clearly, he's taking Reddy's rejection far worse than I thought he would. And I was so worried it was going to be rough for him. If only there was a way we can help him move on. So I put her thinking cap on. Well, Spike did tell me he could almost deal with me rejecting when he wasn't around Rarity. Maybe he needs some time away from Ponyville. Twilight gasped. Starlight, that's it! What's it? I'm leaving for Kenilworth tomorrow. I was originally planning on going there just to hang out with Moondancer, but I can bring Spike along, and he can get some more time away from home. A chance to have fun in his hometown and clear his head. Starlight smiled. That is a good idea. Jonathan got another idea. Say, Star, would you like to come along with us? I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'd love to come. The big unicorn responded. I'm grateful you brought up this problem, Twilight told her student. And I'm glad we were able to come up with a potential solution. But now, I'd like to be able to read in peace. Oh, of course, Star responded. I'll leave for you to your Daring Do book. Her name is Daring Do, Twilight corrected. Twilight chuckled as she left the library. Sorry, not familiar with popular novels. Twilight sipped her tea as she opened her copy of Daring Do and a strange rubber chicken McGuffin. Wait, is Daring Do teaming up with who I think she's teaming up with? In this story, the characters are around 33 to 34 years old, which means they met when they were 16, 17 years old. I wanted to come up with a pony pun based on the actual band from the 90s, but I couldn't come up with one at all, unfortunately. Sorry if this chapter seems short, but chapter 4 is going to be a lot longer, so hopefully that will make up for it. As always, please review and give me any constructive criticism if you have any.